buff guitar player chick. Nyla who? It says that you liked it.
I mean, I might have wait.
Mindy and 13 others liked.
Wait. Send it to me, because I'm confused.
Okay. Here, I'll just...
I believe you. I believe you. Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Dummy.
She's basically a real-life Cora who can also play guitar.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
seen-
yeah.
Just link
okay.
me to that as well.
Sure,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
link
put
us
it in the
all.
Fate's
Just-
Chosen chat.
there you
It's
go.
fine. We're just gonna put
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
She's studying to be a
I've liked some of
doctor.
her, yeah, I've liked some of her photos.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's studying to be a doctor.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Leona Swiftsilver. Raised as a bard in Ilvinus, I've been on quite the adventure these past few months. After being blamed for the death of Lord Richard Kentigern and exiled from my home, I started exploring various cities and towns in San Maria, places I'd only read about as a child. I've met so many new friends, and have also endured a few difficult goodbyes. One such goodbye was with my childhood sweetheart, Roman. After learning that he not only tampered with my memory most of my years growing up, but is also a member of the Assembly, I chose to abandon my dreams of marrying him and stay with my new family. Oh, I suppose that's important. After growing up an orphan in the courts, I learned that my father gave me and my sister up in order to protect us from our mother. Did I mention that Kessra is my older sister? She's not particularly thrilled about it, but I don't doubt that she'll come around eventually. In the meantime, I'll have to be content with trying to help her fulfill a prophecy with the rest of Fate's Chosen, and find better ways to propose to my fiancé, Areo Mossier. As we continue forward with great challenges awaiting us, I hope to harness the new divine oracle power given to me by the Everlight. I want to make her proud and keep my friends safe in the battles to come. One day, when the world is at peace, I hope to be with my dearest Areo, my entire family, and enjoy a happily ever after of my own.
Sup, I'm Kessra Stormbreaker, and I'm doing this against my will. I said I would do it. Didn't say how I was gonna do it. Fine, let's start over. I'm Kessra Stormbreaker, and apparently I have to save the world. Sounds dramatic, right? A nobody from the middle of nowhere gets cursed, and now she has to defeat an ancient evil. Seems like there would be somebody more qualified than an average mercenary who spent most of her time going against goblins and orcs, yeah? Well, I checked, and there isn't. So now, while everyone else is dealing with a major civil war and all hell literally starting to break loose, I get to go searching for rocks that haven't been seen in centuries. I don't have to do this by myself, and I can't tell if I'm grateful for that or not. They all, most of them anyway, seem to believe that I've got what it takes. And, strangely enough, they're all willing to risk life and limb to help make that happen. But trust me, if I had my way, I'd disappear into a shitty little town in the middle of nowhere, and no one would hear from me ever again. But I don't have that luxury. So instead, I talk to my horse, listen to a shitlord in the sky, sometimes, and try to figure out if I'm going in the right direction. Man, I really hope everyone's right.
It was supposed to be a simple mission. Find the Crown Prince and convince him to come with me and lead a coup against his mother, the Empress. If only it was that simple. Who am I? When I left on this mission, I was Staff Sergeant Eldon Vale of the Imperial Army. A life of service is all I've known. I was sent away from Grassgrave when I was 16 to join the military, and since jail was my only other option, I went. I rose through the ranks rather quickly, earning a reputation for always getting the job done, no matter what. This led to being handpicked by Captain Valerie Donahart to serve under her command. In my 4 years serving under her, I learned more about leadership and friendship than I ever thought I would. She's become the most important person in my world, which made it all the more difficult to leave on this fateful mission. I did find the Crown Prince, Areo Mossier, and I convinced him to come with me to take his place as Commander-in-Chief. We were getting ready to leave when I met the Oracle, Andromeda Skyseeker. She inadvertently showed me a vision I cannot begin to understand. To make things more complicated, Areo then promoted me to Captain and reassigned me to watch after Leona and Kessra and aid them in their mission to piece together the Veldahar. So here I am, in the company of people I barely know, in a world of magic and courtly intrigue I was not prepared for, separated from the one person I cannot live without. Simple, right?
Why, hello there. My name is Alexander Lightbringer, and I enjoy long moonlit walks, vigilante archaeology, and making new friends. I was born the fourth of 6 children to my well-meaning and overbearing parents. I was expected to dedicate my life to Paylor in some fashion, but I could never seem to get the hang of it. My passion for knowledge and not faith was eventually accepted, and I was to be turned into a wizard the family could be proud of. Unfortunately, the magic I am most adept at is necromancy, the one thing my family opposes with all their might. As a result, I retreated from court life and spent many lonely years researching in secret. One evening, while raiding a long-forgotten temple, I stumbled upon a genuine damsel in distress. I was intrigued by her tales of a lost well of prophecy, and by the comely paladin she traveled with. The friends I made and the truths revealed at the well changed my outlook on life and the world. I help Fate's Chosen and continue my illicit research whenever my duties in Wolfcrest allow it. Instead of languishing in obscurity, I now work to free my home from the corruption of the Empire.
In the land of Iolan, there is a village that every 5 years sends strong, young warriors to the cursed jungle of the Grim to protect an ancient artifact known as Lorekeeper. This artifact is held in a sacred, dark place, the center of a harrowing labyrinth aptly named the Hopeless Gardens. My name is Atlas Seto, and I am the current guardian of this artifact. I was on my 3rd year of duty in the Grim when I experienced my greatest failure. I fell in battle to a wizard named Alistair McGrath and his thrall, Kareen. I had almost given up hope when a group of adventurers came looking for that which I had lost. It took many long conversations, a tenuous confrontation, but eventually I made the decision to travel with them to recover the ancient gem. After some harrowing trials, self-realizations, and forged friendships, Lorekeeper was recovered. Although I felt that my mission had changed, the duty still remained, and I chose to continue on. Now, I travel with Fate's Chosen, people I call friends, working to drive back the darkness that would engulf this world and make sure the power they seek is placed in willing and capable hands.
I wasn't the crowned prince of Rayomastia when I first met Fate's Chosen. I was simply Ray, a man looking for his missing sister. While traveling with them, well, I fell in love with Leona. Unable to imagine my life without her, it became my new mission to protect my friends while I embarked on a quest of my own, to save the members of my endangered family, and save the Empire from civil war. Underlying players to this rebellion have been slowly revealed to us, and it seems to be coming to an end. My mother, the Empress, is held captive in the Nine Hells, while the Archdevil Apollyon stands in her place, bent on taking over for his master, Asmodeus. I do what I can to protect them, but this group of unlikely heroes faces a much bigger threat than just a civil war between squabbling territories. An insurmountable force threatens the prime material plane, taunting us all from just beyond our horizon.
At the same time, many factions work to their own ends both for and against the party's personal objectives. The Divine Covenant seeks to protect the Primal Ban, while the Silence claims to root out corruption at its core by any means necessary. The Cult of the Dragon aims to raise Tiamat from the Nine Hells, and the Assembly? Bent on taking over the natural world. Even the gods on high mean to meddle in the lives of a group of adventurers they have named as Fate's Chosen, to some unknowable end. In a world where nothing is black or white, good or evil, Fate's Chosen must find a way to mark their own paths and claim their own destinies. Welcome to Open for Adventure.
Have you heard of those touched by fate? Families forged through triumph and trial. Heroes to both stranger and friend lend an ear, and I'll spin you their tale.
Welcome back.
Oh no.
How are we doing?
Oh no.
It's storming outside.
Yep. Oh, I think I hear it.
Yeah. The good one.
I think Than will be back. I hope Than will be back.
So.
I think he had to use the little streamer's room. Wow, it's been a hot minute since we played Fate's Chosen together. I hope everybody watching is doing really well. Let's talk about... Let's give a quick update about what's been going on. Hi, Than. About what's been going on. I think we should try and start giving these recaps as if somebody watching has never seen before. Fate's Chosen.
Okay, but like, we're 85 sessions in.
Okay, that's
so,
fair.
Like,
In a world.
in a war.
Oh, we
So,
should do this thing that we
at
do.
At break, we'll actually start the session.
We should do this improv game where we have to do a movie trailer, but we can only go one word at a time, and then we each do a word. Oh my god, that's great.
Can't guarantee I won't sabotage it every single time.
People sabotage it in improv too, so don't worry.
Good, good.
Where do we even start? For the record, we have a really great community member named Andrew, Fellowship of the Tables, Boy of Gifts, who has a recap for us from last session if you want to go read that. But essentially, thank you so much, Nightbot, aka Mindy. Our heroes. What do y'all call yourselves heroes? Is y'all self the word? Anyway, the point is.
Eldon would never.
No.
Yoda says everybody's a hero in their own way.
Definitely.
Eldon rolls his eyes.
Our heroes find themselves in the city of Quan Mall. Oh god, yawn number 1.
Too early.
I wasn't yawning until we started streaming. We find ourselves in Quan Mall, which is a desert city. Is that where y'all are? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're in Quan Mall. Desert city. They have just faced off against a very serious baddie named Apollyon, who is a archdevil who serves Asmodeus in his plot to take over the prematerial plane. They have a smaller, but not quite small in the scheme of things, problem on the horizon. Leona's ex-boyfriend and childhood sweetheart turned sort of bad guy. Not sort of bad guy, definitely a bad guy. Is on his way to collect our beloved Leona. And he is just on the horizon, a day away, 2 days away? 2 days away. What is happening to me? 1 day away. Thank you, Mindy. Fate's Chosen must find a way to deal with the problem ahead of them. They have just completed the Veldahar. Although, have they put it together yet? They have not put it together yet. So.
There was actually a fair bit of contention about that particular thing last week.
All of the pieces are in one place. They
All
are
of
not together, but
Well-
they're in
Not-
one place.
but several people hold pieces.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Fate's Chosen. You each gain the benefit of a long night's rest.
Oh, thank God.
You wake with the dawn in the morning. Who rises first?
Usually me.
Eldon or Leona, probably.
Shit. I need breakfast. I'm gonna go get breakfast.
Okay. One by one, you make your way to the dining hall, to the tavern, downstairs.
The day is yours.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning! You see Zytharia's bright eyes and cheery disposition. She has her hair braided back and sits next to Atlas.
What are you feeling? You took quite the bit of punishment.
Oh my god!
She had to be revivified.
Tony won D&D.
DM
This was
had
real.
to
This is
find-
real early.
Wow. We
This
went
is-
really early today.
This was
Well,
really fast. Yeah.
glad to
We
be back,
made it.
y'all.
We made
Catch
it
us
down to
next week.
breakfast.
I know.
Hey.
Normally it takes a little longer to win D&D, but I guess you know.
Here we are.
That's
Follow
what
us
that
on
is.
Twitter, I guess. Join our
Oh.
Discord community.
We'll be back next Monday.
Yeah, totes.
Anything else you want to say about our sponsors, Tony?
Oh, we have a fantastic sponsor called Dryad Tea, who does
Yeah.
make a tea blend for us, Fate's Chosen,
Mm-hmm.
that you can go out and get right now.
Yeah.
I think I'll just have some bacon.
Good call.
Word.
Fuck y'all.
So, how's everyone feeling? It was quite the trying day yesterday.
Well, I'm more concerned about tomorrow.
That is
Leon-
definitely a problem that we should try to put a permanent fix on.
Leona, you know, Areo is your fiance. Areo sits next to you. That Areo, not to be confused with the other Areo.
The other Areo. You know that one we met back in the place with the stuff.
Yeah, the things.
With the people.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
very
Eyes and
serious about
hair,
this game, you guys. Very serious.
It's been a minute. We need some time.
How do you play D&D again?
I think
I don't
we're
know.
killing it.
Areo gently squeezes your hand under the table.
I'll give it a squeeze back. Are we sure we can't just go on? We have what we need. Is there really any... We don't need to do this right now.
If not now, then when?
If not us, then who?
It's very
Right.
poetic. I feel like I read that somewhere.
The problem is that if we don't pick the time, he's going to pick the time, and he could pick a time when it's really, really inconvenient.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I've been keeping an eye on him, and we know where he is. So, you know, I can keep doing that, and
You've been
and-
keeping an eye on him?
I was just trying to keep track of where he's been. That's how I knew he was.
Mindy forgot that she hasn't told people. It's fine. It's fine.
Would you like to rewind or would you like to continue with
No,
this?
it's fine. We're here for
Okay.
this. Who's Leona? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I mean, I was. It seemed like a good idea to, you know, keep an eye out, and so far it's proven to be very helpful. So,
You haven't had any trips to the void or anything lately, have you?
no,
That's good.
I think it's the abyss.
Yeah, the abyss. Yeah, sure.
I want to
bad
learn
place.
some more Abyssal before I go back.
Leona.
That's not
We-
really going to help you, love.
I
Yes.
mean, it'll make me feel better. I don't think they're going to respond, but like if I sing at them in Abyssal, maybe they will. I know.
I'm not sure your mind is filthy enough for their songs, Leona.
I mean, I was just going to try and. Besides the point, I haven't been to the Abyss recently. I don't actually remember the last time I went to the Abyss.
I do, but hey,
Okay, well, I haven't been since then.
good. You're still doing that thing where you're not telling us stuff.
And like we discussed yesterday, if we keep running, then you will just keep leaving a path of destruction and death behind us. This is a problem that needs to be solved, not
Well, I don't think he's
bandaged.
he's not really doing. I'm not saying I understand that at some point we're going to have to handle it, but we don't necessarily need to do it now. We have other things that we need to do. He's really just following us. He's not really doing anything particularly terrible.
Do we need to wait for him to do something terrible to stop?
No,
I think the correct term is he's stalking Leona, not following.
Yeah, I like that assessment. He's not gonna stop. He's just gonna keep doing this, and we're just gonna get deeper and deeper into our own path. He's still gonna be there.
Do we really want him coming up on us when we're fighting Apollyon? Or we're in
our
something
weakest
deeper?
moment.
I mean, he
Yes.
wasn't here when we were fighting Apollyon this past time because I knew where he was. I
Leona?
knew he was 2 days away.
Leona. We have to stop running. We have to look our destiny in the face and say, you're not coming after us anymore. We will take it by its gonads and crush it.
Leona.
That.
Leona, listen. Are you trying to tell us that you are not ready to face him?
The last time that we faced him did not go well.
I remember.
By last time, do you mean actually 2 times previous? Because the last time we faced him, we got out of there lickety-split without a problem.
I almost broke his nose. I broke his like invisible fake image
That was
nose.
because we ran.
Flipped him off.
True, but 2 times previous, if I remember correctly, Atlas wasn't there, Eldon wasn't there, I wasn't there, Kessler wasn't there. I believe it was only you and Araya. Perhaps Marshall. I can't remember.
It's not just us. We also have Zytharia, right?
I'm a little tired, but I'm totally here for you.
What we are saying, Leona, is we have your back, and we are here to support you in this decision.
No, I know. I know that. I guess it's hard to know if it's worth it. Worth the risk. He's not here. We're keeping an eye on him. As far as we know, as far as I can see, and I've kept a pretty close eye, he's not doing much else besides following, stalking, whatever. I don't want to see anyone else get hurt.
Well, unfortunately, that's probably exactly what he wants to see.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, because he was throwing flowers at us last time.
Well, I wasn't. So, last time was a bit different because we were taking someone that he felt like we were stealing from him. I mean,
When we rescued my sister.
yes.
Okay.
I don't
What are you trying to say, Leona?
I don't know if he really wants to hurt us. I just think he wants me to go back.
Well, that's not happening, so.
And
Hurt us.
considering he was holding Areo's sister, I think he's fairly well in the pocket of the devils. Even if it is for selfish reasons of I just want power, neener, 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 he's not. I mean, that's more than a betrayal of your country. That's a betrayal of this plane of existence.
Are you defending him, Leona?
No, And I suppose there's some truth in that. If he's working with the devils, then the paths were bound to cross at some point. I'm not so sure that... I am not convinced that at this point I could not just go with him and he wouldn't leave at least the rest of you alone.
Leona, for probably one of the first times, Kasra, Alexander, Eldon, and I all agree on the same thing. Roman needs to be dealt with. That alone should tell you something.
As a professional at running away from problems, this is not a problem that you can continue to get away from. This is a problem that will follow, and it will bite us in the ass in the worst possible moment unless we deal with it now.
I mean, that kind of appeasement will definitely lead to you being with him. We are safe until we defy Asmodeus, and then you'll be used as a tool against us.
Also that.
He will not keep his word.
I know. I know that.
At the end of the day, I think you've got to make the decision. All we can do is provide counsel. He's not a good guy. And it's just going to get worse.
not gonna go away.
Today, we know where he will be tomorrow. How often do we have that opportunity? To know where he's going to be and to be there ready.
You know,
Then you genuinely don't have to worry about him ever again.
Unless he has a way to defy death.
Can't believe I'm going to say this. Alexander, can you do your thing and make sure he does not come back?
I can trap him for a period of time. As for preventing him from coming back, we would need to know if he's got... There is a spell that you can create a duplicate of yourself that is inert. When your body is violent, when your soul is violently separated from your body, not a natural death, you transfer to that inert duplicate. It's possible that he could have that prepared. There's really no way we can stop him. As I said, I do have a way that I might be able to trap him momentarily. In that case, I would be able to question him on where his duplicate is. We might be able to get the jump on it. They take a long time to prepare. I mean, the only other option would be as if he has achieved lichdom. And it's possible. I didn't get the sense that he was one when last we met. At the bare minimum, we will inconvenience him severely and probably learn the location of where he is hiding his duplicates.
Unfortunately, I'm not really much help here either. You'd think I would be, but...
I mean, the other option, and this is one that is perhaps a little less well, it's different. If we can stop him without killing him, there are ways you can prevent a caster from doing certain things. But that would prevent him from resurrecting somewhere. We would know where he was, hog-tied and gagged, but that doesn't necessarily stop allies from retrieving him.
It actually brings up a very good point. For those of us who have yet to face him, what are his capabilities?
He is a powerful magic user. I don't think he's a wizard, as I didn't see him at the academy and we were about the same age. I have a feeling he has made a pact with one of these devils. He could be a sorcerer.
I don't remember much magic when we were growing up.
Except for all of the times he used to modify memory on you.
Bingo.
Right.
Most magic thing I remember happening was he used a pretty convincing image to talk to us while he actually physically caught up. I only knew it was an image because I tried to punch it in the face.
He also has command of some fairly powerful magic. He did attempt to power word kill me.
He did attempt and succeed to power word kill me as well.
How does that work?
It is one of the few divine words that we have found that have lasted through the ages. And if you are able to infuse your voice properly with magic, you are able to snuff someone's life out. They might be able to be resilient enough to resist it, but
I don't think there's any resist. I don't remember any.
So literally someone looks at you and says die,
and you die, yes.
I mean,
Yes.
to be fair, if I'm not mistaken, that's what happened when we were in the tomb.
yes.
I don't recall. Well, I don't recall much. I just remember her looking at me.
Yes.
That being said, it's a powerful spell. He probably can't cast it too many times.
We also don't know what these other people are capable of.
Yeah, how many did you say were with him?
10.
10.
Yeah.
And we have no idea what they are.
We have no
Devils
idea.
or...
They looked fairly capable. I could check again today. I couldn't actually look yesterday because there were other things we needed to prioritize. I mean, I could check. I could look right now. I could see.
Knowing our luck, he's right outside the inn.
Speaking of, Kesra, as you kind of look out at the inn, at the door, your eyes are drawn to it as it opens wide and a familiar male figure walks in. He is tall, half elven, and your father. Xanaloris Salarian.
Dad.
Holy shit.
I forgot we called him.
I was this fucking...
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was about to get up.
I was this fucking close to just...
The two reactions to dads.
Holy shit. Okay.
Very.
Xanalor kind of gives a sweeping gaze across the tavern before his eyes land on you, and he approaches the table. Atlas, Eldon, I do not believe you have met this man before. This man is very tall. Immediately you see a strong resemblance to Kesra. He is half elven, a little more elven than human, with strong features, dark hair, and or does he have light hair? Oh my gosh, I'm getting my people mixed
It's dark
up.
hair.
It's dark hair. Thank you. This is what happens when you second guess yourself, people. Bottle green eyes. Atlas Eldon, he's wearing studded leather armor with a kind of like a dark cape over. You gather he carries himself like an accomplished swordsman sort of type. You imagine he's some sort of fighter, maybe a bit of rogue. Something along those lines. Just from the sense that you get from him. He walks up to your party, hands behind his back. Hello.
I'm gonna stand up and lunge at him with a hug. You came!
Of course I did. He wraps his arms around you and gently pats you on the back.
over already.
Arroyo stands up, holds his hand out to shake, and the two gentlemen shake hands. It's definitely a little awkward though. He gives Kestra like a low nod, though it's clear he's not expecting anything in return.
So this is Eldon and Atlas, and you remember Alexander?
I do.
Oh, and this is Lytharia.
Hello, Zaytharia! Wait, no, actually, that doesn't happen. Let's rewind that. You look and you see Xanalor and Zaytharia meet eyes. Like, they have known each other a very long time.
Oh, you already met. It's fine. Okay. Atlas and Eldon, this is...
Xanalor Silvarian, at your service. He'll shake hands with each of you, if you'll allow it.
My dad.
Yeah, I'll stand up and
Alexander, it's good to see you again.
You as well, sir.
I have some unfortunate news that requires some urgency about Roman.
Oh wow, yeah?
Something tells me you already know that he's on his way here.
As long as
We
it's
were-
tomorrow. Yeah.
Discussing the very thing.
Very good. Do you mind if I join you?
Oh. You wouldn't happen to know about his companions that are traveling with him, would you?
I know that they are all under the effect of a very powerful protection from divination magic.
Seems to be a lot of that going around.
Is Roman not?
Roman is not.
Why?
he knows you're watching.
He wants you to watch.
He wants you to see him.
God, I can't wait to bust his face in.
Yeah.
So,
I came to see if you planned on facing him. Here.
well, not in the city. It's been through enough.
I heard about your run-in with Apollyon.
It could have gone better.
Could have gone much worse.
Yeah.
I was
It
about to
also
say,
could have gone much worse.
you are all alive. I consider that a blessing.
You said there was dire news. Was the news just that he is coming, or
We have intelligence from the assembly, from within the assembly, that he has made a very powerful deal that Leona not be touched or harmed in any way. But that if they shall win the war, she will be his property. However, Apollyon, from what I understand, has violated that. I'm not sure how.
Well, he
Well,
did try to kill me.
he succeeded in.
I wasn't dead. I was just bleeding out.
Great.
I'm here. I'm alive. Everything's fine.
I see that, sweetheart.
But okay, what does this mean though? Like, is Roman going to fight Apollyon?
I doubt it.
Okay, well,
Is Apollyon going to get put in timeout? Is he going
How
to
do-
be able
what
to
is-
stand
what is
on the
this going-
corner?
I'm not sure. Our inside person only had so much information. I do know that there is a rift. And that is something we could possibly exploit. If we choose to.
I've never met this man before. Do I believe him?
Xanalor?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you make an insight check for me?
Okay. I'm gonna use an advantage.
Okay.
Oh, hello, auto crits. What are you doing
Oh
over
God.
there?
I forgot about
Hello,
those. There's a
Vicky.
lot of them.
There's 17.
Cute.
You believe him. He's got some reservation around you and Atlas and Alexander. There's definitely tension between him and Kessera. He looks like he is not at ease, but you get the sense that he is used to not being at ease.
Should we take this conversation somewhere more private?
If you have a place, then yes.
We could go upstairs.
Yeah, we have rooms.
Lead the way.
I'm going to glance towards the door because now I'm not. That's not true. Leona's not paranoid. Mindy's paranoid. Well, I'll go upstairs.
I am paranoid. I will glance towards the door, and I will keep glancing towards the door because that timing goes. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be the last one up the stairs, just kind of making sure that nobody comes in behind us.
Sure.
There
Yeah,
was
I'm right
definitely.
behind.
There's all three of us, like me and Atlas, like do like that awkward lingering thing where we both wait for the other to go first. I will acquiesce and go first, but
We're good at stairs. Are there stairs? We're good at walking.
Yep. Which room do you go into? You have Atlas and Zytharia's, you have Leona and Araya's, you have Kessera and Alexander's, and you have Eldon's.
whichever one's biggest.
They're all the same size?
All the same size.
Nice mug.
I mean, I would imagine since I'm in the front, I would probably start leading us to the room I'm sharing with Areo.
Yep.
Unless someone said, hey.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah. That's
Could
probably
we-
where I'm going. I'm probably going there automatically.
For the record, I have all of my stuff on me.
I do
Oh, yeah, me too.
but I don't have a lot of stuff, so.
I learned my lesson walking off without anything on last time.
Nothing happened though. It was totally fine. Nobody
Mhm,
died.
totally fine.
Permanently.
You all make your way into this largest room. It's a little cramped with all 8 of you in there. Jesus Christ.
God.
And there's not really enough seating for everybody. So Xanalor, Areo, Zytharia takes a seat on the floor.
I'm standing by the door.
Yeah. So Xanalor and Areo kind of stand in the room. Similar arm crossy, on guard posture.
Got a lot of that.
So what is your plan?
I don't know if we have one,
Yeah, we're just coming around to that.
but how much of a rift is there?
I'm not sure how to say this, but his feelings about you are, I would say, well past obsession.
So,
I will say I'm not suggesting this by any means. But if you had thoughts of perhaps deceiving him,
oh, you don't have to suggest it because that's where my brain went.
I see.
If there is a rift, and I'm sure you're getting intel from whoever it is that's infiltrated the assembly. Surely there is something to be gained from Roman himself. A weakness, a plan, And it sounds as though, at least for some amount of time, he might be willing to share that with me.
At this point, oh my god, I'm about to roleplay two characters of very similar accents and voices back to back, so bear with me.
I believe.
Fuck.
Believe in you!
Oreo turns to Xanalor and, sort of frustrated, are you suggesting that she go to Roman and pretend to what, love him? Just to get information? What purpose is that serve? She could... That's putting her in incredible danger. Yes, it is. However, it could be our only way. And if she's not comfortable with that, then I won't make her. It's her choice. But we have a real opportunity here.
So, I suppose now would be a good time to share the dream and subsequent conversation that I may or may not have had.
I'm sorry, what? That was Rio.
Do tell.
I had a dream, and it was like a dream, but it wasn't a dream. And he was there, and it felt like a warning and an offer all at once. And I panicked a little bit. And I reached out to him. And I will say, based on the very brief conversation that was had, I will glance to Xanalor. Everything you are saying seems to track with the conversation that I had. When I said I don't think he has much interest in harming us at this point, I genuinely don't think that is the priority. And I'm not saying this is a great idea. I do think it's a good opportunity. I don't know exactly what information you think. Is there something specific that you all are trying to find that you haven't been able to get? I think this could be useful. But I also, I don't want to be there indefinitely, That's not really ideal. At all. But is there something specific that you're trying to get? Information or a rumor that you're trying to confirm, or is it just a wait and see what he lets slip up in his anger that the deal wasn't kept?
Personally, I am interested in learning about the plans of the Assembly, what they're going to do now that almost all of the devils have been sent back.
Oops.
Oops.
What?
There was no oops about that part.
All right, there wasn't.
Yeah, that was the point.
Do you know about this?
Everything else was the oops.
Definitely.
Do we know about
this? Was
this?
the oops.
Atlas was the oops.
Or a lot of oops.
I'm not following. Are you saying you had something to do with that?
Yes.
I'll stare at Alexander.
Yeah, everybody's just looking
Everyone just looking at you.
I am not looking at Alexander. I'm just kind of like staring off into a corner.
Like, not.
I wouldn't tell anyone you were involved with that if I were you.
Don't think we planned on it.
Good. It's caused a few... some of them have been humorous, others have been grave incidences. Just within the
I'm aware.
Covenant.
Very aware.
Okay, well.
Whatever we
were.
decide to do with Roman, whether we try to fool him for information, or well, no, it's pretty much just fool him for information. When we finish it, I want to be finished with him.
Yep.
Agreed.
He could sing like a goddamn canary, and we could get groundbreaking information. But if he remains alive at the end of it,
He's not, Kesra. That's not negotiable.
so whatever we plan, whatever we do, has to end up there.
Do you know where he's been staying now that the capital's...
It's my impression that he's been staying in Elveness.
Okay, well, that gives a little bit of... Well, okay. Don't really know how welcome I am at Ilvinus right now, but
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is a good opportunity. I don't really... It's a good opportunity, and one that we probably shouldn't waste. I just would feel better if there was a plan of action once the information is obtained. More than just ending it. I don't know where...
Well, whatever we do, wherever you meet, it cannot be alone. If he is a powerful spellcaster, as Alexander says, there's no reason he won't grab you and try to, teleport away.
I'm not saying that he won't do that. I'm not saying that we necessarily need... It just depends on where he goes.
However, Xanalor speaks up again. He might not just tell you everything because you decide to meet with him. You
That's what I'm afraid of.
might need to agree to go with him.
That's the rub.
Yeah, I don't imagine this being a conversation as much as a small vacation.
And that gives me pause.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. Because I know where this is pointing, and there's no other way. Leona's gonna end up having to stay with him for at least some period of time. But I have an idea of how to decide when and where it ends.
What's your idea?
They don't know we have all the pieces of the Veldahar.
Wait, you have all of the pieces.
Oh, you didn't know that either.
Hi.
Surprise!
It's a new development. That's not the point. The point is they don't know.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Again, not the point. The point is if Leona goes with him, then she could scry on us, keep an eye on us, and overhear where the final piece is.
Oh. He might be more willing to open up with information if he feels as though I am assisting.
And he knows how powerful these things are. If he could have just one.
That might just work.
That requires him to not know she's lying.
Oh, Eldon.
Areo kind of laughs.
I mean, come on. If he's as powerful as we're saying he is.
I mean, but the thing is that she won't be lying. She will know where the last piece of the Veldahar is.
True.
That is true.
That is true.
That is very true.
I would rather be lying.
If, and
I'm not
honestly,
saying there's no chance, but I mean,
Eldon, if she goes back and says even half of the things that he wants her to say, it's exactly what he wants. And he'll have no reason to not believe her.
He'll want to believe. That will work in my favor.
I'm looking at Areo the whole time.
Quiet as a fucking mouse.
Yeah.
Stone expression on his face, arms crossed. Hasn't said a thing since he spoke to Zanlor about the very beginning of this conversation.
So,
I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, Ray.
I mean, obviously, ideally, she would never go. That would be the ideal plan. We torture him, we get the information, and then we kill him. That would be perfect. But I'm not an idiot. It's not what's gonna happen. At least this way, we have an out. A believable, achievable out. And frankly, with Roman as one of his things, it's probably a pretty safe place for her to be. Other than him. She survived 20 years with him. She'll survive a few days.
Leona, how do you feel about this?
I mean, not great, but seems like a pretty good opportunity that we should take advantage of. And if we think that that's this scrying and there's the last piece is a good definitive way to have an out, so to speak. I don't, the biggest concern that I have is how quickly he trusts me coming back. I know when Annalena was taken, there were many wards that protected against any kind of communication. The idea of not being able to communicate does make me a bit nervous.
I'm sure we can afford some sending stones somewhere in the city.
I did happen to pick up some from my sisters quite recently.
If a sending spell isn't going to work, sending stones aren't going to work either.
Be a matter of me garnering enough trust that we're finding space where the wards. No, but it sounds like words. Where there's no protection from that kind of magic. No barrier.
Well, obviously, we'll have some backup plans. We pick the place before you leave. We pick a day before you leave. And if we can't get in contact before then we know on that day you'll tell him about that location and we'll be there.
I imagine we'll go back to Ilvinus. Worst case scenario, he doesn't believe me. Promise you that manor is much easier to break into than the castle and the capital. Much smaller. Wave you regards. So, where then? How many days?
Do we have a place where we can go where there will be very little collateral damage? Someplace that we are reasonably familiar with?
The tower?
I was thinking very similar.
We don't know enough about the tower. I'd hate for us to...
Well, do we have to go in the tower? We could just go around the tower?
We could.
I feel like there would be some, like,
I mean, that's
magical landmines laying around.
really depends on where and how he's traveling.
Areo kind of... What tower?
I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Where we fought Alistair.
Quan Mal's wife's tower.
Zandaria's tower.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the one.
That would make sense for where the final piece of the Veldahar might lay.
Yep.
So...
Sorry.
So the other thing is, how quickly can you get there? I imagine...
Doesn't matter. Xanalor speaks up. Doesn't matter as long as we know the day, we can be there. Doesn't matter how quickly we need to get there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I mean...
Blondie, we've been there, and Blondie, I've seen you zap a whole bunch of people to a place, like, instantaneously, so I feel like...
I thought that had to be a specific place. No?
Not anymore.
Oh, you're so fancy. Okay, well, then, yes. We could use the tower. How many days?
That's really up to you.
I mean, some of it might be up to him. If he knows you're here,
He does.
why didn't he come faster? Why didn't he arrive quickly? If he is not able to arrive quickly, then it's not going to matter.
This day is not necessarily to be he's going to be there on that day. This day is to be this is the day that she tells him, so then we can plan on him being there quickly
Yeah, so
after
it could
that.
really be any day.
And I don't know exactly what... I'm not entirely sure what kind of magic he is capable of, and I certainly don't know what the rest of the people he's traveling with are capable of, but I would not be surprised if this trailing behind was not intended to have the same effect as me being able to scry on him in the first place. Roman loves his games.
I don't suppose there's any way of convincing him that you get to take me with you.
I could ask. I am fairly certain that it will be a no. I can ask though. I would worry that when we arrive, that kindness would disappear rather quickly. And then we'd have the other task of making sure we bring you with us and so
how long can you stand him? That's the question. The day you pick is the day we will be there, and we will wait. And we will wait a week, because travel is difficult. And if you are not there in a week, we will go to Overness. And we will open that shitty castle, and we will find you.
well, it's like you said, survived 20 years, so looks another few days. 4 days. I'll look to Xanalor. You have a bit more insight than we do. Sounds as though his interest has only grown. Is 4 days going to be enough time? Too long? Do I need 4 days?
That is something I cannot answer for you.
How quickly can you work him over?
Well, I've spent the past better part of a year running away from him, accusing him of killing people and then not helping him. So, it's hard to say. He seems pretty intent on... 4 days should be plenty of time, I think. And if it's not, I'll try to find a way to communicate it with you all.
I feel like you staying in contact with us is a requirement for this.
I think so.
I think you make that part of the deal.
That might raise suspicion. But...
Question.
What I...
The magic that keeps you from, like, sending the message spell and shit that we're talking about, does that prevent you from scrying?
It prevents me from being scryed on.
Does it work both ways? Because if it works both ways, then you can convince him, say, hey, I can't keep an eye on them if you're preventing me from keeping an eye on them.
I was going to suggest that get a bit of... it might take a day to convince him that my desire to keep in touch is to benefit him. But I think I could probably manage it. I don't know how eager he is to hear me agreeing with him.
Zaitharia kind of like raises her hand from the floor. Well, we could set the limits of if we don't hear from you in a week, then we storm the castle and we come get you.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Okay, so if I can't get in touch with you, I'm not going to tell him the plan. Because then otherwise he'll be storming the castle and I won't be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you can't get in touch with us, then we'll pick the day
right,
based on what you can do.
Sure.
Feel better about that. I don't feel good, but I feel better.
I still know some people in Inverness.
Then Laura speaks up again. I understand that this information, this plan is time sensitive, but Leona, there's something I need to speak to you about in private. About Venvir.
Okay, well, I think we have a plan here, so... Perfect. Eldon, do you mind if we borrow your room for a moment?
It's fine.
We'll go over to Eldon's room. Everybody else behind.
Once you two are alone, he lets go of a long sigh. Then I wanted to tell you that Venvir has returned to the Feywild.
Permanently?
I'm not certain.
Oh! Did she go back or was she sent back?
She was sent back.
Oh. Oops. Is she... Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, I only wanted to know if there have been any more discoveries that you've had about what happened to you when you were a child. It's my understanding that you were at McGrath's tower, were you not?
I was.
When you were there, did you experience anything? See anything?
Well, I didn't really see a whole lot. I mean, we saw Venvir there, I suppose. But we didn't see a whole lot there. I did see something before we got there, though.
And what was that?
Yeah, I see.
What are you talking about?
Was that where I saw the like what actually happened? No, that's not. Is that where I saw what actually happened?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
You did see baby things.
Yeah, baby things.
So okay, so that
Yeah.
was when I saw it then.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Kate. I saw a ritual. I saw a baby with familiar hair. I'm pretty sure I heard another child, older, and there was conversation, and
I went to McGrath's tower. That's where I found you. And Kesra and Venvir and McGrath. He was the one aiding her. And that tower was where that ritual took place. All those years ago. Admittedly, it looked a lot different then than it does now, but could never forget.
well, we're here now, and I guess Fenvir's back in the Feywild.
Leona, sorry to interrupt, but there's more.
Oh, okay.
I went to McGrath's Tower again, and I did some research. Brought along a few very smart people from a very secret organization.
That I've never heard of ever.
I would be surprised. They are a reclusive group of wizards.
Oh, I thought you were talking about... Okay, it's fine, never mind.
Unless you've heard of the Society of the Uncovered Rune.
No, I haven't. I thought you were talking about the... It's fine. The other secret society we're part of.
Ah, the
Just
Divine
secrets.
Covenant. Alright.
Oh, that, yes.
As it were. They found a hidden section of the tower with the remnants of the rune, the remnants of the ritual. Are you familiar with the Abyss?
I am, actually. Yes.
Are you familiar with why it is the Abyss?
Nope. I've just been there a few times.
We can talk about that in a minute.
We don't have to. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It is a big deal.
It's fine. I'm learning Abyssal. I'm going to make new friends. It's great.
I sincerely hope not.
Okay. I'm... temporary friends. Acquaintances. That are friendly. Basically friends.
The Abyss wasn't always a place of great evil. It was made that way. By an object, you could say, of great evil. This massive... Hold on, Camille is having a blank on what it's called. This massive, the Shard of Pure Evil. It corrupted the Abyss. It is an element of chaos. And there are shards of it that people use for rituals. It is my understanding that you have a shard within you. This shard is a tether. We're still trying to figure out exactly what it means, but in order to do so, we'd have to bring you in for tests, and I don't think now is the best time. But...
So, there's a piece of the Abyss inside of me?
yes.
Is that like a... okay. Is it going... Okay. It's okay, keep going.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
gonna sit down.
I'm not sure what it means, and I don't know how you haven't been corrupted by it.
I mean, I've been to the Abyss a few times. Does that count? I tried to kill my friends one time.
That could be part of it.
I thought that was something separate. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to remove it.
Well, we can't remove it, and it's not really the time for testing, so I guess we'll just add it to the list.
I want you to be careful. That's why I'm telling you. Because Venvia and Actaeon are together once more.
Actaeon.
Yes.
Well, I thought...
He was resurrected.
So, but they're in the Feywild, so what other purpose would it have than to... Can it do anything? Is it just like...
The purpose of the ritual was to free Actaeon from a curse that had been given to him by his father, the god of Kirin. It was once prophesied that Actaeon would destroy the world. And for that his father cursed him. That he could not walk on the prime material plane without the reduction of his powers.
Okay.
Your powers were supposed to put an end to that curse.
Well, seems like they're happy in the Feywild, so it should be fine.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sorry to come to you with incomplete thoughts, but I thought it best that you know.
It's fine. I'll just add it to the list real quick. And I will pull out my notebook and I will write it down.
Lena.
Shard of Abyss.
Lena. I'm not trying to get you to reconsider. I only know that the decisions that you make can affect those you love. I wonder if you would consider asking Areo what he thinks. I would hate for this to drive a wedge between the two of you. And I would hate for you to go without the support of everyone. At the end of the day, you are your own person and you are not beholden to him in any capacity. But he was rather quiet.
I don't mind to have a conversation with him, but I imagine he'll say pretty much what you just said. But a conversation will be had. After I finish writing down about this Shard of Abyss. Pure evil, you said?
Yes.
Right. Add it to the list.
Well. On top of everything, there's a chance that Venvir might come for you again. When it rains, it pours. You'll be alright, sweetheart. I'll leave you to your thoughts. I have some business to take care of, but I'll be back. Probably 30 minutes to an hour, if you need anything.
Okay.
He'll open up his arms for a hug.
Yeah, didn't even have to steal it this time. Or initiate. I feel like I'm not stealing them anymore. I'll give him a hug.
And with that, my friends... What, Mindy? What would you like to do?
No, it's okay.
Okay. We are going to take a brief break. Stay tuned for a video from some of our sponsors. Yeah. We'll be right back.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's
Welcome to our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high quality Dungeons & Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways.
What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wonder what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Asmrin. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive 30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our Undying Love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drum roll, please. The Lore Master. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, Open for Adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi! My name is Express Love. I'm the Senmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Senmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Senmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by Found Familiar. Did you know that every bag of Found Familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of Found Familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Senmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by Found Familiar in conjunction with Devin Rue. Now that's canon. Found Familiar coffee. Buy it today.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless. I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. And give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. The party has just spoken to Leona and Kesra's father, Xanalor Silvarian, about Roman. They are apparently deciding on a course of action.
have decided on a course of action. Fate's chosen, the day is still yours. Oh, let's get some better music. There we go.
Is there anything we want to discuss
When I
while
left.
Leona is out of the room?
I'm just staring at Ray.
So, are we all in agreement that no matter what Leona says, Roman dies at the end of this?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Like I said, non-negotiable.
preferably the most painful way possible.
Yes.
Excellent. And as much as I may not like what you do all the time, Alexander, this is one person who's, from what I've been told, if you were to remove their soul from their body and put it, up his ass, I would not be.
Wait, can you do that? If
No.
you can do that, you should do that.
I mean, probably not.
We'll work on it.
I've never really delved into that particular area of.
Can you shove him in a crystal?
Well,
Because that was terrifying.
Can I put metal inside of him first, and then?
but the spell that I do have in mind actually will require you to put metal in him first. So.
Perfect. I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna poke him.
Still don't know how that happened. It's fine.
With a sword.
I got
no,
it.
not that part. Nah, she's gonna play right into his hands.
I would like to say that I think that this is needlessly complex, but
Yeah.
Is there any other way you people do it?
I mean,
there
that'd
is
be nice.
there are simpler options, but
Yeah, we could just stab him right now.
I mean, ideally, we go meet him out in the road and chop his head off. That would be
Great.
perfect.
That's
I
my
mean-
desire.
Perfect.
A good old-fashioned ambush was my thought. We get him out. We maybe use Leona as bait, and then
I can even hide us from his scrying, but leave Leona uncovered so that he can see that he is meeting her alone.
For the record, I'm here for this plan.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Is not here. Can we let her think that she's going to go and meet?
And then we kill him. Yes.
I'm up for it.
Is that? I mean, I
But,
want nothing more, but
The issue is going to be that Leona is going to need to meet him alone. We can't be there. I mean, we can hide, but let's be honest, I'm not exactly sneaky.
oh, neither am I. I'm loud as fuck.
And Leona will very much notice us following her.
That's why we get to the place that they will meet before they do. This way you do not have to try to move into the area. We are already there.
There?
Totally forgot Zathari was here. I'm here for this too! For the record!
I mean, what could we possibly learn that's so important that we need to put her in danger for this
What is
elaborate scheme?
What is the next thing we need to know? Where the ruby rod is? We already know where that is.
Exactly. Like we don't need information.
We have 6 questions.
The speak with dead, I've got more!
Oh, no. Speak
What?
with dead, he can lie to you. My methods, he can't.
What do you know, Alexander?
Do you know?
As I said,
Alexander?
Eldon will have to put metal in him first.
With pleasure.
And then, as his soul leaves his body, I trap it in this, and I hold up a little silver cage. Doesn't last very long, but he is completely under my control. 6 questions, answered truthfully.
And no Leona in danger.
This is the kind of plan I'm talking about, y'all.
It's kind of what I wanted to do from the beginning.
Yes, I love it.
Alexander, that's so cool!
Can
Well,
we?
I'm glad you think so, Zathari. I was pretty worried, actually.
When you zap us around, does it make sound?
There's a displacement of air.
A fun fact, I can cast invisibility on all of us.
That's even better.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Because I was thinking we let her go alone, and then we bamf ourselves to a hiding spot nearby. But if we can be invisible, shit.
Visibility only covers sight. We will still need to be ready.
That's true. And
Very
loud.
fucking quiet. So if we can figure it out, and we can get Leona to agree upon a spot for her to meet him, we get there ahead of her, lie in wait, and then when she thinks she's walking into a overly elaborate plan to leave with Roman, we ambush. So
One very large downside. Because if she's not aware of this plan, you know how she's going to see it?
Mm-hmm. That's the only, yeah.
She's going to see that we don't trust her
Mm-hmm.
to do what she needs to do.
Well, it kind of sounds like she doesn't trust us.
And we definitely do not trust Roman.
Whatever plan we decide on, everyone has to be in on it.
Just like she let us in whenever she sent a message to Roman.
She does have a nasty habit of making plans on her own.
How do we know
That is
she
true.
won't tell him?
I mean, there are ways that he could possibly persuade her.
That's exactly. I was like, how do we know he won't compel her?
It's difficult to... It's always difficult to do that. But it can be done.
Modified her memory for 20 years. I just figure there's other...
Modify memory is a death by 1,000 cuts.
Gotcha. I'm new to this whole thing. I did learn one thing, though, and then I'll, for a brief second, I'll glow just a flash of white. Not a bright flash, just a little bit, and then I'll make an orb of light just kind of float in front of me.
That's new.
I'm still learning stuff.
Didn't realize you could do magic.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either until the other day, but, there it is. I'll make it just kind of dance around the room.
Impressive. We also have to realize that Roman can likely dominate person.
Yep.
That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly the reason why we should do this plan and end him now instead of letting her fall into his hand to be dominated
Exactly.
or worse.
Could not agree more.
We rip the bandage off quick, and we remove his head quickly as well. She can't stay mad at us forever. I mean, you're her fiance. She loves you.
If anything, that'll make her mad longer.
We'll get over it. She'll be alive. As much as I hate throwing it on his face, this is really for the greater good.
She's more worried about our safety than she's worried about her own.
She always is.
And while that is an honorable trait, it can be taken too far.
I mean, I'm more worried about y'all's safety than my own, too.
We're friends. This is what we do.
I can just get her a puppy and she'll be fine.
We're going to have quite the pack. Going to need at least another Houndmaster.
At least. Well, Roman's arriving today.
Where do we have her meet him?
Outside of the city gates.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
How do we get there without her knowing we're there?
I mean, she'll leave. We can leave in a different direction.
I can cast Gate!
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
that is very helpful.
An impressive show of force.
I can only do it one time, though.
To be fair, I can only cast teleport once, so...
Oh, ooh.
You guys really don't see any problem with doing this entire thing. Letting her believe that she is going to go spend time with the literal worst person in her entire fucking life. Her personal demon. We are going to let her walk out there thinking that she is going to go and spend time by herself.
How is that any worse than what she already wants to do? This was her plan.
This was Xanalor's plan.
You think she hadn't thought of this before Xanalor arrived? You're a fool.
He was sending him messages.
Yeah.
I see both sides of it.
Besides that point, Kesra, I think that it will actually benefit us. And I think it is cruel. You're absolutely right. She will not be happy with us. But she will also be that much more effective. Roman will believe her. Because she doesn't know this is coming.
Is that called plausible deniability?
Called manipulation.
We're trying to beat a manipulator.
It's not manipulation, it's her plan. We're intervening. If you want to actually let her go through with this, that's one thing. I like how you were fine when it was actually her going into his hands. You are all on board for that plan. But when it comes to us rescuing her from that, stopping that from happening, just not telling her, that's where your problem lies. That's where you're going to draw your line in the sand.
It's because I trust her to be able to do it. Do I want her to do it? Fuck no. Absolutely not.
No one is saying we don't trust her to do it.
We all believe she can do it. We just...
But the cost.
You don't trust her to fake it for 5 minutes before we cut his head off?
And you don't trust him to dominate person on her and make her do whatever the hell he wants her to?
Look, I am all for leading him, having her pretend to go out to him, and us killing the shit out of him.
Just want her in on it.
Absolutely. I am not okay with lying to her to make it happen.
You tell her then. You deliver our plan to her then.
Sure.
Aria walks out.
I follow him.
Either way this goes, I'm down the spear. I'm going to go and try to replace that. I follow.
I'll stay with Kesra. I think that telling her is fine. I think she's going to push back, but I think that she will see the rest of our worries and realize we're trying to do what's best.
No, sure. Absolutely. She'll go with whatever the group eventually decides. That's not my problem.
Then let's tell her.
Yep.
You're right. We should. There's been enough lying. We're trying to cut the cords of a master manipulator. Trying to weave our own web is not the way to do that.
Can't wait to break every bone in his body.
Well, let's get this over with. I have things I can prepare too.
Yeah. I will wait in the room until the conversation with Xanalor is over.
Leona, after the conversation with Xanalor is over, what do you do?
I would go back to the room looking for Ray.
You do not find him.
There's no Ray.
You do not find him. You see Kestra and Alexander.
Oh. Is this...
Yeah, it's the right room.
You seen Areo?
He went for a walk with the captain.
Oh.
So there's been a bit of a change of plans.
Okay.
Turns out we really, 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 really just want to kill him, like, right now. Like right now. So current plan is for you to go out acting like you are going to go with him. And then we ambush him and murderate him. And then Alexander collects his soul for a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
And then we can ask him 6 questions.
6 questions?
6, right?
6.
Yeah. And he has to answer truthfully.
Oh. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The crux of the matter is that we're not comfortable. None of us. And I think your fiancé most of all are comfortable letting you back into his grasp. We all trust you implicitly, and we worry because he is a powerful spellcaster.
No, I understand. This is good. This is a good plan. So okay. Today, this evening, tonight, am I supposed to reach out and schedule a meeting? I suppose that was the first part of the plan.
I know that Atlas went off to get some supplies. I'm not sure where Ray went. I have an errand or two to run. I have plans. Whenever we're trying to meet him, it would be best if it is within 8 hours of some designated point so that I can make the rest of us invisible to him scrying. You will not be invisible to him. The rest of us will be invisible.
Right. Okay. I can reach out and let you know when I have a better idea of the time if you're out doing errands, and just let you know.
All right.
You said Araya went for a walk?
Yeah, I think he and the captain are gonna chit-chat about some things.
Okay. Well, I guess I should I'll go downstairs, and if they show up in the next little bit, I'll speak to him, and otherwise I guess I'll reach out to Roman and yeah. Thanks for letting me know. No. Head out.
Gonna nod to Alexander and I will follow her.
While this is happening, Eldon and Areo. Alice, are you following Eldon and Areo, or are you gonna go do your own thing?
I'm following them out and just kind of trailing behind. And if I see some place where I can stop and make a few purchases, then I will.
Sure. Easy enough.
After Atlas has found a place. Sir.
Yes, Captain.
You know we have to tell her.
It's already been done.
What do you mean?
Kestra's already told her, I'm sure.
You know that's the right thing, though, right? You know.
What are you trying to say, Captain Eldon Vale?
We're all a little on edge. You most of all, I think. And she's sure, yeah, she's done some stuff without telling us, but I don't trust her any less because of it. Do you? Really?
I have complicated feelings about the matter, Captain.
Well, I believe you do. Just want to make sure you're all right with it.
There's really not a choice, is there?
We don't always have choices, do we?
No, we do not. I know this better than anyone.
Yeah. Yes, you do. However, I think this is the right one.
Very well. Is that all, Captain?
Yes, sir.
I'll catch up with you soon.
All right.
He walks away. Kesra and Leona.
I go downstairs. I do a quick glance around to see if Areo is around, and when I see that he is not, I will take a seat at one of the tables near the window so I can have an eye on the streets.
I will get a beer and then sit at the same table. How you doing?
That's a very complicated question.
It's 3 words.
Didn't say
Yeah.
it was a long question. I said it was a complicated question. There's a difference. I'm nervous.
Sure.
I just don't. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Hmm. You do know he has no idea who you are, right? Like none.
I mean, we grew up together.
Sure. He knows the person that he wants to know. He has no idea who you are. He doesn't know the first thing about you. He sees what he wants to see. And he sees what you thought you were before all this started. He has no idea what you've done, what you can do, where you've been. He still thinks you're a little girl who's scared and wants to run, and her biggest dream is kissing him.
Some of that is still a little true.
We'll run to him. Sorry, didn't finish the statement.
Okay, you're right. It's not true anymore.
The difference? You know exactly who he is. You know exactly the kind of person he is. You know exactly the kind of shit he'd pull. That's the difference. And you know exactly who he hopes you are.
How did you get so wise? I'm gonna reach across the table for either a free hand or wrist attached to hand attached to beer, and just give it a squeeze. Thank you, Kesra. We'll be okay.
Eventually.
How long would you wait there for Areo, Leona?
As long as I need. 30 minutes, hour. I don't know. Is Kesra sticking around? If he's not showing up, I'll. Hi, Areo. Leona. I was hoping we could talk before we start doing things for tonight. Do you know when you'll be back? Love you.
It takes a few minutes, but you do hear word back from him. What is it you need to talk about?
I just wanted to talk about the plan and check in, see how you're feeling.
I thought the plan was already set, and how I'm feeling obviously doesn't matter. He sounds a little out of breath.
Where are you? Are you coming back? Can we talk? As much as I love sending messages, I feel this conversation might benefit from face-to-face interaction.
I went for a ride. But if you really want, I can meet you somewhere.
Can you come back to the tavern?
I can meet you at the southern gates in 10 minutes.
Where are you?
As I said, I went for a ride.
I'll meet you at the southern gates. I'm gonna stand up from my table with Kessera. I'm gonna go meet with Areo at the southern gates. He doesn't seem very happy, so
Not surprised.
So I'll go and have a conversation with him. I imagine shortly thereafter I'll reach out to Roman and try to get an idea of how we want to time this. But I'll be back. I'll give you give your shoulder a squeeze, and I'll head towards the south gate.
I need to message you really quick.
Some point before the altercation, I'll probably try to resummon Red. But otherwise, I will just go through the rooms, make sure nothing is left behind, and then wait for everyone else to come back.
Okay. Leona, you do find Areo at the southern gates. He is standing next to Courage, his horse, his summoned steed, and giving her a brush down. She still has her saddle on, she still has her saddle on, and he's brushing some sand off of her legs.
I'll give her a little pat.
You are, for the most part, alone. This area is, there's about 30 feet from the gate to the nearest kind of building, and this area is pretty desolate. So, you have some privacy, even though you're outside.
Was it a good ride then?
Aye, it was. What do you need to say to me, Leona?
I think it's less of what I need to say and what you need to say.
Is it? Does what I have to say matter?
Of course it does.
Are you certain? Because you haven't acted that way.
I'm sorry that you feel that.
You're sorry for how I feel. You're not sorry for messaging Roman without telling me. You were going to meet him, weren't you? You considered it. Even before Zanelor brought it up. Because when he brought it up, there was not a single drop of surprise on your face. Be honest with me.
Yes. I considered it. Watching him kill you once was enough for me. And when he found me in my dreams, and I woke up and I saw you laying beside me, very much alive. Yes, I considered it. But I didn't.
I thought we were supposed to be a team. You and I.
Aren't we?
Aren't we? You didn't tell me you were scrying on him.
I didn't tell anyone I was scrying on him.
And that makes it better.
No. I was worried, and I thought that if I kept an eye on him, it would bring me some peace of mind without needlessly worrying everyone else. He was never within striking range until now. And we know now.
He held my sister captive for weeks. She came back scarred, half of the woman she was when she left. My twin sister, he nearly broke her. You saw her. And you were going to walk right back into him just for some information. And you didn't even look at me once.
You waited until it was all said and done. I don't control you, Leona. I never will. But you looked at everyone else. At Xanalor, a man you've barely known. And not me. I thought we were supposed to be a team. Do whatever it is you want to do, Leona. Do whatever it is you feel is right. But don't pretend that how I feel about this matters. I'm happy to go along for the ride, I always have been.
How you feel does matter. And even if we didn't have a new plan, even if the situation was different and everyone was in agreement except for you, your opinion would still matter to me.
I think we have a lot of things we need to do to prepare. I don't think this conversation is very productive. We clearly both have a bit of a blind spot when it comes to roaming, don't we?
I suppose so.
Do you need anything of me?
No. I'll leave you to it. And see you back at the tavern. I will turn and walk away.
He mounts courage and rides out the southern gates. Kesra, what does trying to summon Red look like?
I was kind of hoping at this point we could just, say it happened. I had one-on-one spiritual teaching time. It's fine. Shit. Probably go find another not a little alley, but an empty alley. Cat's okay, I guess, but no people, no shifty things in cardboard boxes. And I'll probably sit and I'll think for a second, and then nobody's watching me, so it's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna put my hand, chest plate, over where the Might of the Dawn is, right? So I feel like that's a little more special, than my my Pelor holy symbol, And I'm going to spend 10 minutes, because it takes 10 minutes, basically paraphrasing, saying, "Hey, Pelor, thank you for helping me out back there. I'm still not 100% sure what happened, but what I did see was pretty cool. Really appreciate it.
Wait, I'm sorry, are you praying to Pelor?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a 10-minute wandering spiel to Pelor. Summarizing, hey, thanks. Shit was cool. Appreciate it. Can I, have... I don't want to say my horse back, please, because that seems like a gross oversimplification of Red as a thing. But could I would like please to have my person. Please. Just that for like 10 minutes. But I say Paylor every time. No point do I say shitlord, and I probably say thank you 3 times, which is 3 times more than I have probably ever said it in my entire life, to a deity. So, baby steps.
Kesra.
Yeah?
Are your eyes closed?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to see me doing it either. As much as I don't want to see it, I don't want anybody else to see me doing it. I don't want to see me doing it either. So, like extra private. Can't. Yeah, my eyes are 100% closed.
Your eyes are closed, and when you close your eyes, you there's faint kind of vision behind them due to the sunlight kind of bearing down on you.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you feel a blackness cover your eyes for a moment, and a vision overtakes you.
Fuck. Cool. Great.
You see an inferno. You see red bricks, iron gates. This is a prison.
It's a different inferno. Okay.
This is a place where it looks like very high value prisoners are kept, but there's something very distinct about this prison. It's not on the material plane. You can feel the heat on your face even in Quan Mall. This is the Nine Hells. And as your vision turns, you face a single cell. And you see a humanoid in that cell, strung up, arms and legs strung out to the side in magical burning chains. Her wings drape down her back, hung slack. It's Ardenea. It's red. Wow, I just got so many messages.
Is there anything else after I see, after I see red in the... Is that the end of it?
You see a lot of volcanic rock, a lot of obsidian. In fact, this volcanic rock looks a little familiar.
Familiar?
It reminds you of what you saw in the Beastlands. That fragment of hell that was trapped there.
Fuck. Shit. Well, now we're definitely fucking going.
At the end of your concentration, you hear a soft neigh behind you as a horse stands there. An entirely new horse.
I'm gonna like tentatively like attempt like same brain word like wavelength. Hello?
You don't get any verbal words back, just an acknowledgement.
Are you like a horse? Or are you like a red horse?
It doesn't understand.
Fuck. I was kind of hoping for another horse that could turn into a giant woman. It's fine.
Aren't we all?
Okay. Well, one thing at a time, I guess. I will get on my new horse, who I will name Blue. Doesn't matter what color the horse is,
Get
his name is
out.
Blue.
Oh my god.
And I will head back to the tavern. And I will put Blue away in an actual stall.
Probably for the best.
I will feed it normal horse things. I will give it a horsey pat. And I will go inside and wait or meet whoever happens to be there.
Atlas returns with a handful of fun items.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I found the new spear and a few other things.
I found a new horse.
Not red?
So,
Where did you find it?
I found a man baby. Oh.
Wait, what?
oh, what? So when this is Red, remember how I said Red turned into a giant warrior person and fought Apollyon and then disappeared? Tried to get Red back. Red is in a prison in the Nine Hells.
Why does everything end up in the Nine Hells?
Okay, I'll add it to the list.
A little higher than most things, if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So we have to rescue
Multiple
Adeo's-
people from the hells, yes.
Adeo's mom, Red, the horse, and we have to get the ruby rod.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
We were going
Yeah.
there anyway, you know?
Lots
Maybe
of
just a
R's.
little side trip, assuming they aren't in the same place. You know what? I really fucking hope they're in the same place.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Something
You
would
know-
like line up for us at least
Yeah.
once.
So
Just one time.
So beautiful.
We all know this is not going to happen, right?
Also,
Yes.
this new horse is actually just a horse. It does not talk back.
Oh.
So, I was kind of hoping.
Please tell me you named him Blue.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely, I named it Blue.
Oh,
job.
I was,
Fist bump.
I was hoping for pink.
So I assume the next one will be 2.
I hope there's not a next one.
Fair.
One horse, two horse, red horse, blue horse?
Exactly.
Did love that book growing up.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, I'll read it to you sometime.
That's all right.
One thing at a time.
Right, we'll put that at the
One
bottom
thing at
of
a
the
time.
list. DM, I have a question.
Mindy, I have an answer.
Is Ray back yet?
Nope.
This mother fudger. I'm a scrown Ray.
I just have to check something.
need to pull up his character sheet. Oh,
Go ahead, block it, because I'll know where he is then.
I don't know
Wait.
what spells he has today. Oh my god, he has so many spells he can prepare. He has Revivify, y'all.
Oh.
Huzzah!
Yeah, he cast it last time. He's the one that brought Zytharia back.
Zytharia back.
I knew that.
Yeah, totally.
What are you talking about? I did
What?
it. I clearly know what's
Who
going
are
on.
you?
I mean, do play the both characters.
Exactly.
I played both of them.
Imagine not knowing every spell they have.
I don't know how to play this game anymore.
What is?
Play a wizard,
wait,
and I don't know every spell I have.
I love checkers. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Checkers is my favorite game.
Why don't you? He has to make a save?
Yeah.
What's the save? Tell me it's wisdom.
I'm guessing it's wisdom. It just says save DC 17. I'm guessing it's wisdom because it's a scrying thing. So I'm imagining scrying is a wisdom. Well, here, I have it. Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah. Does a 27 beat your DC? Oh, wait, yeah. With your, so you know the
minus
target well, so minus
minus-
5. 27 minus 5 is 23.
22.
22?
22. Wow.
Math.
You have any of his possessions or garments?
I mean, I have this circlet that he gave me.
But that's not his possession.
Gotta have
I
something.
have your short sword that you gave me.
It's yours now.
It was yours though.
Once a gift is given,
It's still
it becomes
it's
the
still not
property
enough.
of the-
It's still 18 versus 17. It still doesn't matter.
Okay. Yo, he's got a
You
plus
get a lot of-
13 modifier to his wisdom, so sorry.
You get a lock of that boy's hair.
That's fine. If I can't scry, then we
You
need to go.
can't- You can't find him.
I'm gonna cast. No, I'm not. I'm gonna. You need to come back to the tavern. I'm already walking out the door though.
You get a response.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not right, is it?
What's the matter? It's Ray.
Okay.
Stop being so pessimistic!
Where are you? He just left out of the southern gate.
I told you I was going for a ride.
Oh, well, are you not coming back? We're trying to come up with more specifics.
And what do you need me for?
Are you a part of the plan or not? I thought we were a team.
I'll be there soon then.
Do I believe him?
Roll for insight.
I'll burn an auto crit.
Okay.
30.
Yeah, you believe him.
Okay. I will stop right outside the door of the tavern, and then I'll walk back in. Oh my god.
Everybody makes it back. Ray included.
So I'm going to see if we can get a timeline and see how far out he is. And then I'm going to walk away.
Wait, what?
I mean, I'm not going to walk away. I'm just going to. As soon as we have a timeline, Alexander's going to.
Right. So.
Magics. But not on me.
Right, not on you. I would like to have at least an hour between when we meet so that I can recover a little bit. But it should be within 8 hours.
So the real question is he arriving tonight? Is he arriving tomorrow? Right? That's what I'm trying to find out.
I think if you're sneaking away, it should be in the middle of the night.
Fair.
Under the cover of darkness.
Oh, God. Did anyone else hear that?
In the city.
Oh, goodness. I will cast sending.
Go ahead.
Hi, Roman. It's Leona. I gave it some thought. Where and when can I meet you? I'll need to slip away as quietly as possible. Still got it.
I like your wording. I would like you to also roll a persuasion check on top of it. If you don't mind. Just for posterity.
22?
Okay.
Did you roll like a 2?
Did you roll a 2?
It's persuasion, not deception.
Mm.
It was persuasion. That was the right. It was just no, I didn't roll well.
Actually, I take that back. I'm going to rewind that. Would you like to roll deception instead? I think I'll let you make.
The intent is deception.
Yeah, so roll deception. That's my fault. I'll own up to that one.
It could have gone either way. So it's just another 2. So 24.
Okay. So better than his roll. It's fine. Mindy, hold on. I just have to check something. Hold on. I don't always remember everything.
What?
I know.
Mystery is gone.
Well, darling, I'll meet you outside of the city gates at midnight. Come alone.
Cast sending again. In my head.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. I can't wait to see you.
You get no response. Oh, go ahead.
Have missed you more than words can say.
Give me another deception check.
Well, it's still not great. It's better. 29.
Noted. Oh, I should have him roll.
What? Did we tie?
He rolled a natural 1.
Oh! Yeah, eat up my words, sweetheart.
Okay. He doesn't respond.
Okay. Alright. What time is it right now?
I don't know.
Is it
Players,
in the
what time is it?
evening-ish? Is it
Sure.
evening-ish?
Yeah, totally.
I would say evening. It didn't take that. We talked over the day. I imagine we split up like around lunchtime. You know. So probably afternoon, evening.
Okay. Midnight it is.
Is there anything that we need to do before we end today's session?
I don't think so.
I'd like to steal a moment with Alexander.
Do it!
Oh, yes! Sorry.
Alexander, may we have a moment to talk?
Sure.
Despite our undoubted differences, I am glad to see that we can at least agree on this one thing.
I should hope so.
And if you can do what you say you can do, and get the information we need from his soul, and I suppose some of the things you can do can be used for a better cause.
The spell I'm planning to cast on him is a terrible atrocity, and I loathe the fact that I know it. But I learned it specifically for this son of a bitch.
Well then. Then just know that during this upcoming fight, I will have your back.
And I yours.
And I walk away.
I think that's a great place to end it. Forever. We're done. I'm just kidding.
Can't do red like that though. Like.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and sign off. Let me change the music so we can sign off to some happy music. That's not happy.
It's okay. I'll just be happy enough to outdo the music. Hi, I'm Mindy. My earphones are in a knot. Hi, I'm Mindy. I played Leona. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Miss Mindykins, where I do stuff on the Twitter and the Twitch. Play scary games on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. You can also find me here Saturday mornings in the upcoming Asmarin campaign, where I will be playing my favorite class. Apparently I never ever escape. It's fine. My favorite part was, I'm gonna keep it nice and light because there was a lot of heavy tonight. I really enjoyed the when Tony went D&D earlier with these Ithariya.
Oh my god.
Destroyed, and we won. I don't know why we kept playing for so long. We already won. I mean.
Okay, thanks, Mindy. Who's next?
You're welcome.
Love you, mean it.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Very Pale Ale. I got to play Kisra. Kisra. And I blanked. My favorite thing that happened this session, there was a lot of things. I really like naming the horse Blue. We're just gonna go with that one. That was pretty fun. Someone in the chat did call it. I did not see it, but I scrolled back up and you did call it.
It was Tony. Fuck you, Tony.
Hi, I'm Than. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Thanrand. You can find me here on Monday nights with these beautiful people as a member of Fate's Chosen, playing Elden Vale. You can also find me on the same channel with different beautiful people, playing Tyr Landonius in the Elder Scrolls 5e campaign for a couple more weeks at least. I can't remember exactly how many. Also on my own channel, twitch.tv/ThanRand, streaming whatever the hell I want. I don't know. It changes all the time. It's fine. Yeah, that's about it. My favorite part of the night was the first part when we were just so excited to be back playing together that we couldn't handle it. And it took us a minute to get into the zone. That was my favorite part of the night. Before all the trauma.
Well, you know, it wouldn't be the Camille experience if you didn't have trauma.
Hey everybody, I'm Morgan. I played Alexander tonight. You can find me on Twitter at NecroAlexander, and probably in future things here on the channel. So, oh, and my favorite thing tonight, I think, was Ray. Once Leona was out of the room, just like jumping on the like, no, let's just do this.
And Tony.
In a world where it's time for callouts. I am Tony. I can be found everywhere on the internet at Capt Lagrange, specifically here, Monday nights, maybe other places sometime in the future. Who knows? My favorite part of tonight, much like Morgan, was when we swapped back to the room and we're just like, so can we just not do that and kill him? And everybody's just like, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just kill him. Yeah. So I very much enjoyed that. That and the look on Mindy's face when we were when we were doing it.
Gold. Solid gold.
Camille.
Oh, hi. I'm Camille. You can find me on the internet at Camille Does D&D. You can also find the channel on Twitter at Open4Adventure. We've got some really cool things coming up, y'all. Like, officially, well, I'll have some art for y'all, probably tomorrow, but this Saturday at 10:30 Central Daylight Time is the premiere of the Azmorin campaign, which features Mindy, Critical Bard, I'm blanking, Tiny Poison, and Derek Sword. Holy shiza! It's gonna be real good! Also, I would like to announce, and we will announce this very soon on the Twitter and Discord as well, but y'all are the first to hear it on Fate's Chosen. Sunday stream will be resuming on the 20th with 2 new cast members. It's gonna be very good. We have Eva and Kappa joining us for Sunday. It's gonna be, we're very excited to get back. I just realized I haven't DM'd for like 3 weeks. I'm surprised I got up here and knew what I was doing. What else?
Almost like you're good at it.
Oh, thanks!
Extra life.
Extra life signups are a thing.
I think they're up already.
They're up already. Let me look at the calendar.
It happens in November.
November 7th, I want to say.
7th.
We will be having our 24-hour stream. Last year we raised over $2,000. Holy fuck. Blew my goddamn mind. What's today? What's the date today?
It's the 7th!
9/7.
It's 2 months away!
Whoa! Yeah, we've got Sunsets on Summer, episode 9 upcoming. We have Azmorin upcoming, and then we've got next week on Saturday we got Numenera starting as well. If you want to check out anything about those, do so. Come join our Discord. You can find the link in the chat. Thank you, Mindy. More fuzzies, Mindy, take it away.
Oh God, I don't even know what the word fuzzies are anymore these days. Bell travels. And then we have.
Do you want me to get you the list? Hold on.
We got Christina. And then we have Guildmaster Sam.
Guildmaster Sam.
Then we have Quincy.
Quincy.
And then we have Andrew Vo's little Bay of Goose.
Bay of
Then we have
Goose.
PJ.
PJ. Hi, PJ.
And I think that's it. I think I got everybody.
Andrew, Fellowship Bay of Gifts, Gamer Lives, Patrick,
Gamer Lives!
PJ,
Lives!
Del Chavez, Sev, and Christina.
Yeah, I got everybody. I see.
This month is also our 2-year anniversary for the channel.
We're old.
I know, we're getting
We're
we're
so
toddlers. I'm a grandmother.
Oh, the terrible twos.
It's the terrible twos. Yeah, Dan?
I had something, and then the terrible two things broke me, so it's fine.
Yeah. So, watch out for Gamer Live stuff, extra live stuff. Sorry, Gamer Lives. Yeah, we will.
Except for Gamer Life stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to mess with stuff.
All right, y'all. I'm stalling. It's time to sign off. I love you dearly. We'll catch y'all later. Okay, bye.
Is there any other way you people do it?
I mean,
I forgot that I clipped.
They'll be the hottest mics.